July 2021 road trip to Dayton. After having a wonderful time in Colorado over the last 3 weeks, it's finally time for us to leave. Our destination is Dayton, Ohio, but to get there, we have 3 days of driving ahead of us and several states that we have to cross. Our first day of driving took us most of the way through Kansas to a nice little RV park where we intended to spend the night. The Owl's Nest Campground in Junction City, Kansas made for a great overnight stay. A nice pull-through spot made it easy for us to get up the next morning and continue driving east into Missouri. We expected the drive across Missouri to be fairly uneventful, and we didn't really intend to make very many stops. But, as often happens as you're driving down the road, you run across a few surprises, and this time it was a fire alongside the freeway. Fortunately, by the time we got there, the fire was mainly out, and other than a slight slowdown on the freeway, this thing didn't really impact us much. The rest of the drive through Missouri and into Illinois was uneventful. The state of Illinois is also our next location for an overnight stop. We picked the Cedarbrook Campground in Mulberry Grove, Illinois. This was again a really nice campground with nice, big, easy pull-in sites that also made it easy for us to pull out the following morning and hit the road. So we're on our third day of driving east and our final day of driving as we head on through Indiana. We have no stops at all planned through Indiana, and we barrel right on through into Ohio. And our 3-day long trip is finally coming to an end as we get into Dayton, Ohio, right on the border of Indiana. By early afternoon, we pulled into Wright-Patterson Air Force Base Famcamp. For those of you that plan to stay here, this is a nice RV park, but don't trust your GPS to get you there. It'll take you the wrong way. We're only stopping here at Dayton for a few days to take care of some dental issues and to say hello to our good friends Mike and Karen. We knew Mike and Karen back in our Air Force days in Aviano, Italy, and it was great to catch up with them and reminisce about the good old days skiing the mountains of Europe. So, this last week was mainly about the traveling, but now we're in Dayton, Ohio. On the way here, we added Kansas and Missouri to our list of states that we've traveled through. But as for our stay in Dayton, it's going to be short, and soon we'll be moving on. So, I hope we'll see you at our next stop.